So figuring out where to leave your boat for a hurricane season.
To be honest, guys, mangroves are the ultimate play.
There's animals.
Animals, yep, that's the only downside I could really think of. On a mooring ball, it's probably not the best option as far as security goes.
We're looking at our new home.
Wow.
This is disgusting.
A steaming pile of dung!
This is Joel. Together with Tony and Jared, he gave up everything to buy a sailboat and go on the adventure of a lifetime. But after a death-defying sail to Cuba, he found himself alone.
Wish me luck on this adventure.
When Michael finished school, I asked her to sail with me, and she agreed. Together, we explored the Bahamas, rescued a dismasted boat, sailed through a tropical storm, battled parasites and fiberglass for a year in the boatyard, adopted an orphan puppy, survived a hurricane, sailed across the Caribbean Sea, and fell madly in love.
Bums on a Boat is about having the courage to go for it, to make mistakes and commit to a dream. Subscribe and join us each week as we improvise, adapt, and overcome. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bums on a Boat. My name is Michael, this is Joel, and today we are talking about hurricane season options. What are they?
That's right, hurricane season approaches, and so we need to secure our boat and we're gonna have to leave it. So there's some big choices to make here. In this episode, we're gonna talk about 4 options. We're gonna walk you through our thought process and you're going to see our final decision and kind of go along with us as we make this choice. One option we're not going to discuss at all in this episode is leaving your boat in a marina. The reason for that is it's just as expensive, if not more expensive, to leave it in a marina as it would be to leave the boat on the hard, which would be way safer for the boat. So if we're gonna pay that amount of money, then that would be putting it on the hard.
Yeah, and which we've done before, but we're not doing this time. So we're gonna talk you through all of our ideas, all of our options, and why we ultimately decided to go with the option that we did. So we've been anchored here next to Hog Island in Woburn Bay, which is actually a pretty great spot to leave your boat for hurricane season, and it's just about that time. So we're really perusing our options. We've decided there's a couple different options for us, but it's all about finding the one that works for us. Over here, you can see some boats, and actually we're right next to our friends, Stefan and Catherine. Their boat is tied up in the mangroves. It's unattended. They've left for Canada to go do some work, and their boat is gonna be here for 6 months. So this is a pretty good option. It's right next to where we're anchored, but there's a couple things to consider with each of the different options. To be honest, guys, mangroves are the ultimate play if you suffer a direct hit from a hurricane. However, there are some unfortunate aspects like zero wind being tied up in the mangroves, which means your boat will get moldy. It will get covered in debris and junk from the trees, and there's a likelihood that some rodents could scamper on board. However, if a storm was coming, this is where we would want to be. Ultimately, for long-term storage, we decide we're going to look for a different option.
We're gonna tow the dinghy because we're not going far. Yeah.
The cardinal sin.
Got the outboard up. We're gonna tie an extra safety line in case our main one breaks, our main painter. And we got this baby for backup. We're looking for our final resting spot for Jacques Mate to secure her for a hurricane season, and it's only part of a hurricane season. I plan on being back for the real rough part of hurricane season, which is usually August and September, usually September, October in that area. We've had to leave Jacques Mate probably 4 or 5 times at least in the time that we've owned Jacques Mate, 6 years. It's part of boat life. Whether hurricane season, family emergency, you gotta secure it and leave it and hope that the boat will still be there when you come back.
This time it isn't really a family emergency, it's like a really exciting family thing. We're flying back because my sister is having a baby in just a little less than 2 months. I think it's about 6 weeks now, and we'll be getting in just about 4 weeks before the baby's due. So we're really excited for that. It's hard to leave the boat, but this is totally worth it. What do you think, Lola? That's our shade, our spinnaker pole. Just, yeah. little interesting the way we get everything
got a
ready.
Lola bed here, but
Lola bed.
it's a whole process.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go, even if we're not moving far, but it's a lot less of a process when we're not pulling the dinghy and outboard up.
Exactly.
Yeah, this felt easy compared to that.
You ready to go?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Are you ready?
Yo! All right, let's go. I was just joking with Joel because he's always in such a rush. Like anytime we're getting ready to move the boat, he's like, move, 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 let's go, go, go. I'm the tortoise, he's the hare, and somehow we end up getting it done. You know, a little bit of balance, a little bit of conflict, a little bit of friction. The anchor is free. We are officially underway. Whew. We've been here for a couple of weeks now, and the anchor line has just really grown a ton of grass, and I don't know if there's barnacles attached to it yet or what, but it's a mess up there. Joel's a hero. He did remember to put the gloves on this time, so that's good. This bay in particular, Woburn Bay, also known as Clark's Court, there's a rum distillery a little bit like up the valley, a little bit more further inland. We've heard the rum distillery dumps their waste or excess, you know, whatever they're using to make rum into the bay, which like adds a lot of nutrients into the water and just makes this place an exceptional area for growth to happen. And it's pretty messy. Hey. Oh, look at that little send off there.
Goodbye, Hog Island. We're gonna miss you. So figuring out where to leave your boat for a hurricane season is always exciting. You have so many options. You have the most foolproof play, I believe, which is being on land, tying yourself down, but then you're gonna spend the most amount of money there, and even that isn't foolproof. Then you got the free, cheapest way, which is to tie up in some mangroves, which honestly, it might even be safer in the mangroves than on the hard. I think if you're in the right mangroves, that's probably the most foolproof way for you to survive a hurricane. You know, as good a chance as you can have. On a mooring ball, which is what we're leaning towards, it's probably not the best option as far as security goes. But we know a guy that checks the moorings regularly. He's been recommended, his name is George, by tons of cruisers. It's always a little nerve-wracking when you're gonna go in the middle of two coral reefs, which is what we're doing pretty much once we turn the corner. Both sides of us is gonna be a little rough, but this really isn't too bad. It shouldn't be. Watching the dinghy closely now that we turned the corner and we got the following seas, it's riding a little bit strangely, but I think it's okay. I think I'm gonna let it ride for now. Michael is successfully navigating us through the reefs like a pro, and now we're coming up on Secret Harbor.
We are protected from the swell by these reefs, and we're looking at our new home for the next few weeks, or actually a couple months. This boat is going to be in Secret Harbor. It's a beautiful spot. When we first came here, we fell in love. One of the things we really like is how much tall land there is around this harbor. So you really feel like you're in here and you're protected from the wind, and you've got these reefs guarding the entrance to protect from the swell. Lola, Joel checked on her as soon as we got in, and it was protected. He opened up the V-berth hatch, and she pretty much wanted to come out.
Really, Lola, you're gonna stick your head out of the only hole in the whole setup? Of course, Lola's gonna find my weakness, guys. I made a gate there. It's not the most pretty gate, but it's functional. Oh, she's poking her head through another hole. She must have been hot down there in the V-berth.
Oh, wait, I think I see them.
All right, another big reason for coming over here is
Stalk our friends.
we have some great friends we're stalking. Our friends Alex and Mandy, they have a YouTube channel called See the Little Things, They just crossed the Atlantic with a newborn baby, and
Putting out episodes of the crossing right now.
they are putting out episodes of The Crossing right now, and it was intense. With a newborn baby, they're our age. Michael and they're younger than me probably, but I'm sneaky old. That's the great thing about boat life, huh? You can just pick up and move neighborhoods.
Yeah. Mom, I thought it was so cool. I just saw this boat and it has the same name as you. How about that? Suzanne is the name of this catamaran right here.
How cool is this, guys? We can actually move our home, and now we're neighbors with our friends, who are now right there. It's probably one of the
Hi, friends! Oh, baby's sleeping.
And we woke up the baby.
This is disgusting.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
This is Lola's bathroom.
Ew. Lola does not make near this mess
I'm sorry
up
we're
here.
making a mess on your bathroom, Lola.
Yeah, guys. Come on.
We
You
did
better
not
clean
go-
this up. Guys, how gnarly. Can we all just give Joel a big heart down in the comment for not making me do the anchoring anymore? Oh, what a sweetie. This is disgusting.
Looks like I just rolled in diarrhea.
Okay, too far. High five, babe.
Oh, right.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Let's try the other one. Yeah.
Fine.
Ah!
Gotcha. This is where all the turtles are at. We've seen like 10 or 11 already. Wow, very cool. We've been watching the boat swing for a little while now, and it seems like we're most likely to hit our friends. Alex and Mandy and Levi, most likely, if we were to hit anybody. So at least we'll know them if we bump them, but I don't think we're going to. It's just, it's a very tight little spot here, and we're only anchoring until we get a hold of George and find a mooring, hopefully within the next day or two. In 2 words, describe the Atlantic crossing with the infant. 2 words.
Made it.
Made it. So we chose mooring in Secret Harbor.
Yeah.
You guys also did.
Yeah.
Can you tell us why you decided to choose mooring ball instead of any of the other options, and why you decided to choose here?
Price is a big one.
So mangroves is free.
Mangroves is free, but there's animals.
Animals, yep.
Right.
That's the only downside I could really think of,
Yeah.
is the rats and
And to be fair, it's still like anchored and then tied up to mangroves. It's still not really. I don't feel comfortable leaving the boat on anchor and then leaving for 3 months. So, and it's still on anchor in a way. And we have now, like if you're on a mooring, you have a guy checking on it once in a while.
hopefully.
You know, George came by every day actually.
Wow.
Every morning we saw him come by.
I've
I
heard
don't know
that
what
about
he
George.
does.
I heard he dives on them too, like, and
Yeah.
he'll dive and with a scuba tank and go to everyone and
Yeah.
regular.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, George
So-
is the guy.
So yeah, for that little fee, comparably, you get the service and you get some kind of guardianship. And if you do it here, like look at this is a lake. It's amazing.
What did he tell you for the rate?
180.
Same for us.
Yeah.
So it's not even per
No.
size of a boat.
No, we didn't tell him the size of our boat.
Yeah, he didn't ask. So it's $180 per month, and I think that's reasonable.
That is more than reasonable.
It's a big, yeah. Mandy,
Hi.
how was the Atlantic crossing? We talked about it a bit.
2 words.
2 words for you.
Two words. Oh, oof.
Quick.
Has to be quick.
Pretty exhausting.
Okay, so another big reason why we chose here, you can look, big hill right there, right up to the water line. But then if you look all the way around, I don't know if you can see this with the sun, but then we got highland there, that's to the north, that covers all the way around. The only little opening is out there, but there's a lot of reefs that you saw us come through that break the water up. So really you're getting a 360 protection on water. So there shouldn't be any big seas in here. There's really no way for the waves to build up that big. We've made it into land. Look at the beautiful dinghy dock behind us. Just immaculate. though. Oh, how cute is that?
Well, we just checked one thing off the list. We got our visa renewed for another month. Even though we'll only be here for another couple weeks before we fly out, you have to do increments of 1 month when you renew the visa here. Super smooth.
Yeah, really smooth.
That was great.
YouTubers unite!
Don't let us distract you. We're just taking notes. Is that George? We were waiting to talk to George and we saw our friends Ricky and Simone from Sailing Lady Africa pulling in. We came over to say hi and now I think this is George, so. Okay,
Perfect.
we'll follow you. Either one.
Okay.
Okay.
Or that white one.
But I have to clean that white one. When you want to go tomorrow?
You gotta put the white one in?
I have to clean it.
Oh, you gotta clean it.
When you want to go there?
I mean, tomorrow would be good with us, or actually,
We can wait
we can wait. We can wait until like Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, there's no rush. We have some work we can do, and we're okay on Anchor for now.
Okay, until I clean it properly.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we'll just take the white one.
Yeah, I'll have to pick it up and give it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
George just pointed out our mooring. We had an option of this black one or the white one. He said the white one he has to clean it first, and we're not in a hurry. We don't need to get on it today.
I like the white one because it's more protected.
It is. It's closer up. It's more up in here. So we're definitely gonna take the white one. We're heading to it now. He's gonna clean it. He's gonna hand us the lines, but we're not gonna move on to it until about a couple of days. Give him some time. We're gonna edit, and we have plenty to do, so we're not rushed. But we're so happy that we actually have eyes on the mooring where we're gonna leave Jacques Mate. We're pulling up to it now. This is, I think this is gonna play here. It's really not too far from where we're anchored. Let me give you guys a view here. There she is. Right there.
Oh no.
Looks a little old, huh? What's that on it?
I think it's been a bird roost for a minute. You just stuck your hands in bird.
That is a big pile.
Joel definitely just stuck his hands in a pile of bird.
No,
That's what he did.
no. I stuck my hands in a steaming pile of rhino dung.
Is that from? Oh,
I don't think I quite quoted it right. A steaming pile of dung.
is that from Pet Detective?
Wait, how does it go, guys? Come on, help me in the comments. Remember, it's something about a steaming pile of, it's bat dung. It's, what is it called? Bat dung. Guano! Is that what it is? A steaming pile of guano! That's what I was trying to say.
Did you get you winded?
Yeah, she's my workout partner. That's all it takes. Just 1 minute a day to get a bod like this. Okay, so our goal in this episode was to walk you through our thought process in picking our spot for hurricane season. And we also secured our mooring ball. We've talked to George, we've booked it, we have eyes on it. So I'd say it was a success.
Yeah, feeling really good about that choice. We'd love to know, knowing what you know from this episode, what do you think you'd like to do? Are you a mangrove kind of person? Would you want to haul it out and leave it on the hard? Would you go with a mooring ball and have someone watch over your boat? What sounds good to you?
Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, and be aware, if you're not living, you're dying.
Oh, wow.
That's inspiration though. That's inspirational.
I'm gonna get that tattooed on my forearm. That was deep, babe.
I might do it on my forehead.
Out of nowhere.
All right,
guys.
everybody, let's get to living.
We'll see you later.
Ow!
Backflip, back handspring, cartwheel.
I can do it. Oh, you don't believe me?
I don't believe you.
Gotta take my phone out of my pocket.
All right.
Sometimes you just gotta prove yourself. You know what I mean? Perfect form, Lola.
Oh my God.
I even landed on my hat. It's a trick shot. All right, cut.
These are the tales of BOAB.
Well,